Good morning and happy college football Saturday. If you woke up a little bit tired this morning, me too. Welcome to the club. Happy to have you. But there is nothing that energizes me more than an 11 a.m. college football game. So let's get into it. My name is Paige, and these are my plays. I know what you're thinking. Paige, you look terrible. To that I say
yes.
I know. I have a mirror. Let's move on from that topic. Second thing you're probably thinking is, wow, this is not the best college football slate. And I will counter that statement with every slate is a great slate because every slate provides the same amount of opportunity to win some cash. And honestly, these games are not that bad. All football is good football. And yeah, the whole board isn't covered with top 10 matchups, but have you ever heard of, I don't know,
USC Oregon?
Let's talk about that, why don't we? To me, this game is a bit obvious, the outcome that is in my brain, because I don't think USC is that good. And I say that a lot, and they win a lot. People go,
"You're not a ball knower."
Listen, okay? I don't think USC possesses that star power, that pizzazz, that helps you win big games. And people are gonna say,
Paige, they just beat Iowa. That was a big game.
Was it a big game? Before I get into the picks, I do have a little something that I want to explain, get off my chest, get out of my head. Does anybody else feel like there's a massive drop-off from the top 8 ranked college football teams and then everybody below that? I'm trying to say that there are bad teams in the top 25. Toledo's coach said something. He was like,
if we're ranked, there is some bad football being played.
I don't know if it was Toledo. It was one of those smaller schools. But they're right. There is some bad football being played this year. And I'm here for it. I don't mind ugly football, but I'm just not going to sit there and let someone say,
I was really, really good.
Does that make sense? Drop a comment if you also feel like there's a big drop off between top 5 to 8 and everybody else that's ranked. Anyway, that being said, let's talk about who I am taking in this game. First one, Oregon player. Can you guess who? Jordan Davison. I don't know if that's how you say his last name. I'm going to be honest, when I first looked at it, I thought it was Davidson. He is their running back, and I am taking more on his rushing yards. Oregon.
They have one hell of a ground game.
And to my knowledge, USC is not great at stopping the run because they're not great at anything. Let's look at the other side of the ball, shall we? I am taking USC's quarterback less on his passing yards.
Paige, you think they're going to be losing. He's going to be throwing the ball a lot.
Yes, however, what I've been seeing and noticing and feeling, because my picks keep losing, these college kids are not hitting their projection. Every week, I'm confident that these quarterbacks are going to throw for more than their passing yards because I'm like, oh, they've done it in every other game this season. Whenever I take it, they do the opposite. I am confident he won't get it done, which is what we want him to do. Anyway, let's move on to another game. This is actually another fun game. This is Mizzou, Oklahoma. I know that Mizzou lost their quarterback in there for their season, and everyone's kind of like,
Oklahoma's great. Oklahoma's coming off a hot Alabama win.
You know, John Mateer is hot. And Mizzou is not. I think this game could be closer than we think, and actually that's another point I want to make about this weekend. This is the weekend where weird stuff happens. I think Mizzou is going to fight. That being said, who do you think I took in this game? I'll give you one guess. It's John Mateer. Listen to this. This is a crazy story. Last week, I took his more on rushing yards, and it was like 29 yards. I check my Dabble app, as I do. He's at 30, and I'm like,
cool, cashed. What a lock. I was so right. Whatever.
Open the app. 20 minutes later, he went backwards. He got like 27 yards and never went back up to 30. How do we avoid that from happening this week? We take more on his longest rush. And I actually really like this play for him. I like that play. I like John Mateer, and I think that this game is going to be closer than we think. I'm going to keep it short and sweet on this one. This is SMU versus Louisville. If you haven't watched SMU play this year, please do. They're an electric football team, and this is what I mean. Sometimes the bigger games
are boring
because you have two soon-to-be NFL lines playing each other. It's too good to be exciting. I need someone to mess up. I need someone to make a mistake. I need an interception thrown. I need a deep ball downfield that, against all odds, gets caught in the end zone. And SMU is a team that produces plays like that. Their quarterback, Kevin Jennings, I have taken him before, probably multiple times, because he is, one, that fun to watch, and two, he just loves to throw the ball. So I'm taking his more on passing yards. I said I was going to keep that short and sweet, and that was
long and savory.
My head hurts.
Texas, Arkansas. I know I came in here at the beginning of the season, guns blazing about Texas. Texas, fight! I've since cooled on Texas. Oh, you bandwagon fan?
Yeah.
Texas sucks. There is no better way to say it. Texas is a bad football team. They actually are such a cool team to root for when they're doing well. You have Matthew McConaughey, Glenn Powell, Bevo. This team being bad is not Arch Manning's fault. And I know a lot of people are like,
Oh, Arch isn't the guy we thought.
is this his first year? And he's actually not doing that bad. Texas as a whole is just doing bad. And I will always blame it on Steve Sarkisian. Someone get that man
Out of here, mister!
Also, another side note, sorry for the rant, but you're here. I don't like when college coaches continuously make up excuses for their players. Someone will ask,
Hey, why did you guys play so bad?
and they'll go,
We actually didn't play bad. We played a really good team, and our schedule's full of really good teams, and we played really well against a good team, and people are too hard on us.
and it's like, huh? Like, you're in the SEC. Of course you have a hard schedule. So does everyone else, and they still win. Just say, yeah, we played bad. That being said, I am taking Arch Manning more on his passing yards because, one, he's at home, and Arch at home, it's usually a good day for him. Two, I think people want to take less than on Arch because he has kind of a bad reputation. He collects yards like they're trading cards. There was some college quarterbacks last weekend, Purdue's quarterback, who got 17 yards. Devin Dampier, Utah's quarterback, I think put up 80 passing yards.
But Arch sucks?
No, guys, come on. Arch, don't let me down. Okay, I am actually going to go quicker through these ones. These are our last 3 picks, 3 different games, starting with Kansas State, Utah. I am taking Ryan Davis more on his receiving yards. Do you want to know why? We went to college together at New Mexico, and we were both in the same classes, actually. I took his less than a couple weeks ago, and he went way over. And I bet you're thinking,
Paige, didn't you just say that Utah's quarterback threw for 80 yards? How is this kid going to collect any receiving yards?
Utah's quarterback doesn't always do that. Like I said, I was personally victimized by taking Ryan Davis's less than, so I'm taking his more today. Kansas State is a fun team to watch as well. Devin Dampier.
Also a little bit electric.
I would recommend putting this one on the TV. Now, Kentucky versus Vanderbilt. Someone said this, I think it was Big Cat, but Diego Pavia, Cam Scadaboo, Theo Vaughn, and one other person are all the same people. They literally are all the same people. I've been getting confused by what's going on, but
Diego Pavia, the leader of Vanderbilt, the savior of Vanderbilt, whatever.
what did I say earlier? Play is great for quarterbacks who like to run. I'm taking Diego Pavia more on his longest rush because he's
Selfish.
whenever there's a like 3rd and long or they're on the goal line or something, he wants to be the one to make the play. He does not want to throw the ball. He wants to be the hero every single time. And it actually like kind of pisses me off that no one said this because he has open receivers and he'll run the ball. It works out 50% of the time. I don't know. It doesn't always work out for him, but when it does, he's like,
God, the man, I saved the day.
you made that way harder for everybody. I'm taking his more because I know he's going to run the ball. I think he's going to try to have a field day out there and just become man of the year, whatever he's going for. We have finally made it to our last game of the day. This is BYU at Cincinnati. BYU has to run the ball to win games, and I think they're going to win this game, but Cincinnati's good. Dare I say they're underrated. They're good, but BYU is better, and their game plan is going to be to run the ball. So I'm taking LJ Martin more on his rushing yards. We saw that they really struggled against Tech because Tech stopped the run. When BYU has a good game, which I need them to have a good game
for this to go as planned.
but when they do, everyone on the team puts up numbers. Quarterback, wide receiver, running back, they're moving. I need them to do that this weekend, you guys, because this is the one. I apologize for potentially the lack of energy I have right now, but like I said, there's nothing more energizing than college football, except perhaps this 8-pick lineup hitting. That could revive me. Again, this is one of those weeks where everyone goes, not the best games, blah, 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 blah. This is when you make the money. Anyway, this lineup is a winner, and you're a winner, and we're all gonna be winners this weekend. Don't be left out of the winnings, you guys. If you watch this video all the way through and you don't copy, come on, what are you doing? I gotta go back to bed. Bye.